Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're finally doing the Q&A. I just couldn't really find time to do it, and I tried recording it on my phone, which completely failed. So we're gonna be doing it off the computer, and we have a lot of time we can do it here. On my phone, I would probably have like a limited time because of storage, but on my computer, I can film as long as I want. Yes. Okay, so we're starting off with the first question. Well, yeah, this is the first question I got. The first question I got was, what inspired you to start your channel? Now, to be honest, YouTube is the thing that inspired me to start my channel. Watching YouTubers, watching them, and my 7-year-old mind really wanted to be famous, and I still do. I'm not gonna, pretend that I don't. I'm not gonna say, oh, now I've grown, I'm mature, I don't want to be famous. Come on, we all want to be famous deep down. Even just a little bit, just a little bit of appreciation. We all want that. So when I was 7, I started filming videos, and oh my god, they are so embarrassing. I swear, I won't share a single one of them with you. Well, maybe some of them aren't really embarrassing, but most of them are just so embarrassing. Like, actually, ones that would get demonetized for nudity, because I actually did that when I was 7. I thought it was edgy. I thought it was cool to, take off my clothes on the camera, act like a stripper. I thought that was cool for some reason. I don't know. I thought it was cool as a kid. My kid mind was like, oh my god, Isabel, you gotta do that. That is so cool because, you always did it, but you never, made it into a video. You should totally do that. I can't believe I almost put that video on YouTube. I swear to god, I would have lost so many viewers. And in fact, I actually deleted one of my videos when I was 10 because later noticed that I showed my dad's phone number on it. He gave me a call, and I pointed the camera at my phone showing his phone number. That is probably the stupidest thing I've done on YouTube. Okay, enough about embarrassing YouTube stories. Basically what inspired me to start my channel were channels like 7 Supergirls, what else? Fun with Baby Alive was a channel that definitely inspired me to start YouTube. I really like that channel when I was younger. Casey and JC, I think their name was JC and Casey. Yeah, those were definitely people I watched as a young girl. A lot of Baby Alive channels and a lot, like, so many Lalupsi channels. I've probably watched the video from almost every Lalupsi channel on YouTube, even like the ones that only had like 16 subscribers. I've watched at least one of your videos. I promise. Oh my god, I have. So, that's how it started. I was, young, and I love making videos. I even made some videos around when I was 9, and those videos are also stupid. I do weird stuff, and you'd think that I'm crazy, and I am crazy, obviously. But I have like a video of me attempting to sing opera as a 9-year-old, and my dad's like, you're putting, we're like in the car, and I'm trying to sing opera, and my cousin's laughing. That's pretty much the video, and then it gets interrupted, and the last thing I say at the video was, I was just trying to make a video for fun, and yeah, that's basically another thing that fit. Oh, sorry, I took off this headphone. But yeah, a lot of YouTubers inspired me to start my channel, and a lot of tutorial videos. I was like, oh, a tutorial video is definitely safe, and my dad also said it was safe. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have done a lot of embarrassing things on YouTube. If my dad didn't check things I put on YouTube, then, well, as a kid, now he trusts me. Now he knows that I won't do anything like that. I don't even swear on YouTube anymore. I actually used to do that a lot when I was 10. I would swear as much as possible. Just, I thought it was edgy. I was like, oh, saying that word is just so edgy and so cool, and I look like a famous YouTuber. I make Sims videos and say stuff, that word and the unmentionable words in the world of YouTube. Because back then it wasn't, the rule came out 4 years ago that you can't swear on YouTube. I think that came out 4 years ago. It wasn't always there. You used to be able to swear on YouTube. But yeah, that's basically how it started. Just a bunch of YouTubers, tons of people that I watched. They just all inspired me. Like all the YouTubers that I watched, they all inspired me. Every single one of them. And I've even used dialogue. I've even sort of plagiarized them. I actually plagiarized a Seven Supergirls video, but I made it with Baby Alives, and I changed up the concept just so little bit that, you know, you can smell it from a mile away. If you're a Seven Supergirls fan, you'd be like, oh, Isabel, you even took the dialogue, you know. Yeah, and so I used to just make crap for entertainment, just crap, you know. Just make a video for fun. Some of my videos are actually pretty funny because I secretly took videos of parents like talking to their children, and my dad's like, Isabel, why did you film this? I was like, I think it's a good lesson. You know, that mom was trying to teach her daughter a lesson. I was like, I filmed a good lesson. I am, you know, I'm cool. Yeah, I would actually film conversations. I filmed a fight that I had with my cousin because my mom's like, um, so something I was playing the Fractured Butthole, and something I definitely related to was Kyle's cousin. I already knew about that character before, and I was just like, he was like, oh, my mom said he has to do what he has to do what I say because I'm the guest, and I was like, oh my god, that's so relatable because I remember once I was forced to give all my costumes away to my cousin because she was the guest. Yeah, that was definitely a thing that happened. Okay, enough about what inspired my channel because that I spent literally 7 minutes on that. Okay, so back to the 3 other questions. And now these are all musical theater related, so if you guys don't like musical theater, you can click away. Or if you guys want to hear this, go ahead. Okay, so the first one is, if you were to be in your least favorite musical, what would it be and who would you play? Now, this is pretty funny. And this is probably going to offend a lot of musical theater lovers. Don't worry, I also love musical theater. I listen to it all the time. Like, the ones I listen to most right now are Hair. I've been listening to Hair for like 7 years, but I'm coming back to it. I'm still listening to it. Fun Home, I listen to that a lot. Sunday in the Park with George, that's also a masterpiece. Into the Woods is also a masterpiece. And I also listen a lot to the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon is just, oh my god, the funniest musical of all time. It's just so hilarious. Like, oh my god. But what was I expecting? It was written by Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the people who created South Park, probably the best show of all time. So anyway, yeah, back to least favorite musicals. So my least favorite musical of all time, I know this is going to offend a lot of you, but let's start this off with, I am very happy that this musical is being replaced by The Music Man, because my least favorite musical of all time is Beetlejuice the Musical. Now I have 2 major reasons, maybe like a couple of minor reasons, but the major reasons are a pretty big deal. The music and the change in characters. So I'm also like a huge Avatar Last Airbender fan, and so Beetlejuice the Musical is pretty much Avatar the movie to me. Maybe not to everyone, because Avatar Last Airbender the movie is just terrible, and I know you guys all know what I'm talking about. But to me, Beetlejuice is pretty close. It's like being a fan of a movie or a TV show, and then seeing someone, I'm not going to say that word, I'm going to say vomit all over it, or, dispose stuff on it. That's pretty much what that musical is. Okay, so yeah, all you Avatar fans would know what I'm talking about when I say the movie Avatar Last Airbender totally crap. Am I allowed to say that? Totally vomited over the characters, and that's how Beetlejuice the Musical is to me. It may not be to you. You could be a fan of the movie and the musical. That's completely fine. We all have different tastes, and we all see different things and stuff. But it's like vomiting all over a character. So you know how in Avatar Last Airbender, in the TV show Sokka, he's a really funny character. And in the movie, he's just so serious and just so annoying. I don't know what to say. So that's how Beetlejuice the musical is to me. Beetlejuice the musical is pretty much, the character that they, destroyed the most is Lydia Dietz. Now, Lydia Dietz also got a character makeover. She went from this, like, sort of depressed, like, cute, adorable girl who, like, sang, like, Jump in the Line. No, it wasn't called Jump in the Line. Pillow, get off. Pillow, get off. It wasn't called Jump in the Line. That's the Aladdin song. What was it called? It was called, my cat turned off my Wi-Fi, sorry. It was called something. Yeah, it was called, like, it was called Jump in the Line, sorry. It has the same name as the Aladdin song. It's called Jump in the Line. She was, like, really cute there, like, but she wasn't, like, purposely cute. She wasn't trying to be cute. She was just cute. And she probably started, crushes on a lot of people. I bet a lot of people got a crush on her after that movie. Now, this Lydia in the musical, I feel like she's just trying to be cute. Like, she's trying really hard. She's like, oh, knock, knock. Oh, that's not how knock, knock works, jokes work or something. Like, her voice, she's, like, trying to be cute. The way she dresses looks really cute. Like, it's just... Oh, I hate it. It's not good. I mean, it does. I mean, I don't really care since I don't have to be a part of that musical, thankfully. Oh, but thanks to this question, I do. Okay. Who would I want to be? I'd probably want to be in the ensemble to stay away from rehearsals as much as I can because I just don't like that musical and I would never want to be a part of it. So if you're asking me, I mean, as the leads, probably Barbara, because they didn't really destroy her character as much. Barbara is still a great character because, I mean, she was maybe my favorite character in that movie after Lydia when I was little. When I was little, I didn't really see how cool Lydia was. I was just like, oh, she's a cool girl and, she's cool. But like Barbara, I was just like, as a little girl, I loved her. I found her really beautiful, and I think I might have had like a little gay crush on her or something. I don't know. I was like, oh my god, I want to be beautiful like Gina Davis. Oh my god, I want to die trying to save a dog and stuff. That was me as a little girl. So maybe Barbara, but I'd like to stay away from that musical as much as I can. So ensemble. Okay, question 3. The smallest role you played. Now, the smallest role I played was in Jack and the Beanstalk, but we did a pantomime version of it. It wasn't like the play Jack and the Beanstalk. We did a pantomime version, and this was definitely my smallest role of all time. Or maybe my role in the Pied Piper. No, I think that was a bigger part because I had a line in that one, and this one I just had 2 scenes, and they were both pretty short. So in this show, I was in the kid ensemble, and this was my first time being in the kid ensemble. I was accepted into it for Wicked, but I denied it because I was a 4-year-old and I was stupid. And as a 4-year-old, it was hard for me to learn choreography. I was just like, oh, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, Dad. I really don't want to do this. And he accepted. He was like, okay, it's fine. You really don't have to do it. And, back when I was a little girl, I preferred watching shows over being in them. I more started liking to be in shows at age like 9 or 7. Mostly it started in age 10 when I started being in a bunch of pantomimes, but when I was little, being in a show was just so scary to me, and I didn't think I could ever do it. I never thought I could be in a show that was more like a small school play, but thanks to once saying, okay, I'm going to be in this show as a 10-year-old, I found out that I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved doing shows, but back when I was little, seeing shows was more fun. When I was 10, I conquered my fear of being on stage because, making a mistake was just so scary. Even getting like a single line to me was really scary, even though I can memorize a lot. I've memorized full books at age 5. Don't we all? Because, as a little girl, my cousin and I, we were just we always were like, oh, read this book, and we would read, like, my dad would, like, read the same book every night, and so would my grandma in both situations. Um, but yeah, so that's how I conquered my stage fright. Now, in Jack and the Beanstalk, I was in a Christmas pantomime, which we do those every year. Not this year. But we do those every year, and it's just such a blast. Like, you get to do a show, a comedy show. You get to make kids laugh. You know, you get to, like, throw candy at them if that's your part, or, like, throw flowers at them and stuff, and you get to make them laugh, and they get to have fun, and then you get to do a Christmas song at the end, and then you get to, like, take pictures with kids, which is pretty cool. That's why, like, I always love getting a big part. So, like, I always love getting a big part and making the kids laugh and then taking pictures of them. Last year, I took a lot of pictures. That's my record. I used to just take, like, if I'm lucky, just one picture, and my family members would take a lot of pictures. I actually got photos from strangers. Not strangers, obviously, since they're the audience. They're our friends. But people I didn't know. They were just like, oh my god, I really liked you. Can you take a picture of my daughter? And I'm like, are you serious right now? Really? You want to take a picture of me? You want to, like, keep it on your phone? Your daughter loved me that much that you want to actually, like, she wants to take a picture with me, you know, the person who performed on stage. That was just so amazing. But yeah, my first introduction to speech bubbles, the place that I love doing shows at, even though I'm on a tight schedule because I'm in high school now and doing shows there, I'm still going to continue doing speech bubbles. Don't think I quit speech bubbles just because I got into art school. I'm still coming. I'm still going. We haven't done Into the Woods yet. That's going to happen. So yeah, my first introduction to it obviously was going to be Wicked if I didn't quit. But my first introduction to it was also my smallest part I've played. I actually did have a part where I only had one scene, but I'm not counting that because that show was really short. And I had a ton of lines in that one scene. I had a whole song. I was 5. I had a whole song with that scene, which made it, okay. Which made it be like, okay, sure. Then later, when I was, God, what is wrong with me? Okay. Where was I? Jack and the Beanstalk, yes. So we danced to the Mission Impossible theme song, like, dun, 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 dun. And we were, like, building a beanstalk. I don't know, that made no sense, but I guess it was just a excuse to get us on stage. But, the beans built the beanstalk. Why were we there? We were just probably, like, pretending to build it. We were doing, like, stuff like, oh yeah, we're constructing. I was 7. I think I mentioned that. Okay. And it was really cool. I got to wear a costume. I got to go to actual rehearsals, tech rehearsal. I got to do first tech at age 7. Okay, I actually missed tech rehearsal because my dad didn't think I'd be in it because I only had one scene. So, I'd say just one scene because in the Christmas dance, everyone's in that. And I had a very small part in it. I was like, the guys in the background were like, the choir of children sing their songs they've practiced all year long. And we just, like, stood in front of them and did this, like, la, la, and we were pretending to, like, sing songs and, like, sit down and, like, la, 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 la. That was pretty much that, and it was that Paul McCartney song, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. You know, that piece of garbage. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offended you. You might like that song. Okay, so yeah, that was my smallest part I've ever played, and it was a blast. In a musical, the smallest role I played? Well, thanks to my director and nepotism, the smallest role I ever played was in Frozen, and it was Elsa's mom. Yeah, that was just hell. That was Going to Hell, the musical. Are you watching, Gabby? Okay. She's the only one who would get that on here. So yeah, that was hell. But Well, I wouldn't say hell. It was like hell, but if it was a musical. But yeah, that was hell. The musical. And but it was okay since I had a lot of friends there. I got to hang out with my bestest friends. I mean, shout out to you guys, the coolest people I know. Daphne and Jamray and we're Buckle and Yaz and other Yammer. You guys are the coolest people I know. And Gabby's also a great friend. You guys are the coolest people I know, and I'll never have any friends like you. I guess none of you know who I'm talking about, but those are my bestest friends of all time. Those 7 people are just amazing people, and I'll never have any friends as cool as them. Because they're really cool and I can talk to them about anything. And we talk about TV shows, musicals, just everything together. Okay, so last question. I forgot what it was. Oh, okay. What show do you want to do after the pandemic? Into the Woods. But that's only because it's not finished yet. It got delayed. We left it on our first month of rehearsal. The show was in 2 months. We were so close. And we were going to rent out the theater. Actually, it was already rented, but we got, the theater didn't let us in because of the coronavirus. And it was at this really nice theater for free. I mean, what kind of deal is that? And also the coolest thing about it was, my director, I'm not going to mention her name, but we speak in sign language. We call her FB. FBI, so no one can tell. FBI, no one can tell. That's not a thing. I just made that. The best thing is FBI. My former director said that the school can come to places like Profila, which is where that theater, and I was like, oh my god, if I invited her to the show, she would see me sing Giants in the Sky, she would see me sing Your Fault, and would be so embarrassed. But none of that happened, and I highly doubt she'll ever see that show. And I don't even think she'll care. I mean, I don't care about her anymore. There's no favoritism in my new school. It's all with talent and looks nowadays at this school. So if you're excluding a musical that I've done, a musical that I would want to do would be... I'd love to do Avenue Q, but what would I play? I mean, probably Kate Monster, literally, but... or I'd like to play Lucy, the, questionable, something I can't say on YouTube. As well, but if I played Lucy, my dad would be so embarrassed, because I can't do that. If I continued that sentence, he would know what I'm talking about. It starts with an S. But also Kate Monster is just such a great character, and she's definitely in my top 10 roles I want to play. Easily enters there, maybe even in the top 3. Maybe South Park the musical. I know it's not really a musical since it's not a Broadway musical, but I would love for that to be a musical. I mean, the movie Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. If we could do that on a stage, I mean, what's better than that? That's amazing, and I would love to play Wendy. That would be really cool. That would be really cool, but... I was also thinking, I would want to do a Muppet Christmas Carol, because that's also a musical. It's not a very popular one, and it's not even on Broadway, since it's, a Christmas musical, but it has just so many great songs. I would love to play Isabel, the character in that musical. I would just love that. It would just be so fun! What else? You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown would also be great, since I grew up with Charlie Brown specials, and I would love to play Lucy. That would just be so cool. Just so cool. Oh my god. I'm getting so excited. Also Carrie would also be a good musical. I like to play Carrie. My face looks really good on the screen. You can't even see any of my zits. I like this screen. It's way better than my phone. What else? I mean, I think those are basically the shows I mean, I would love to do the Book of Mormon or Hair, but both of those musicals aren't really my casting type. And who would I play? I mean, I can't play someone like Elder Priest, even though I would really love to. I mean, come on. You can't see me as a female Elder Priest just singing, "You and me, but mostly me, are gonna change the world forever." That would be cool. I'd like that. You know, that's cool. But I'm writing. I'm writing a little bit also during coronavirus time, and it's definitely watching Netflix shows all the time have inspired me to write stuff, which is really cool. So I think I took too much of your guys' time, and I've answered every question. So thank you guys so much for watching. I highly doubt any of you will stick to the end of the video, but if you have, you guys are really patient and amazing and incredible, and if you don't, you're still incredible that you would even click on this video when you saw how long it was. It's like, okay, goodbye. Love you guys.